What up, everybody? How you doing? Thanks for watching the video. Today I'm out here on a beautiful, perfect day in Colorado. The temperature is 78 degrees. There's not a cloud or very few clouds in the sky. It's absolutely gorgeous right now. Today is September 12th, 2020, Saturday, September 12th, 2020. And man, what a crazy weather week we've been in. On Monday, Labor Day, so a handful of days ago, it hit 90 or 91 degrees Fahrenheit that day. And then the very next day, on Tuesday, a massive cold front came in and it dropped to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was snowing all day long on Tuesday. So it went from 90 degrees Fahrenheit to 30 degrees Fahrenheit with snow in literally one day. A 60-degree temperature change. I've never seen that drastic of a change. It was absolutely wild. And then the last couple days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, it's been pretty cold. It's been in, you know, like the 40s and cloudy and just kind of cold and miserable. But today, bam, it shot back up. It's just an absolute gorgeous day. It's 78 degrees, and I got home from work. I was like, you know what? I'm going for a motorcycle ride. And so here we are. I've been cruising around pretty good all day long, and there are so many people out. I can't find a good spot to make a video. I should have gone more up to the mountains, but I'm sure that would have been full too, because, you know, I mean, everyone's out. You know, everybody's out. There's a couple different spots I went along. You know, there's this like nice lake I was gonna shoot and video at, but there was a million people over there. Then I went to another spot and there's a million people over there. So I was like, yeah, let's go into the country, you know. So we're out in the country, out in the boons, out in the country. But yeah, let's get into the video. You know, I being a beginner rider, you know, there's so many questions and so many things I want to learn about motorcycle riding. And you know, all my friends and a lot of my buddies are out there, and they always ask me like why I chose this particular bike. You know, so I bought the 2020 Suzuki SV650. And I love it. You know, I'm a brand new motorcycle rider, an absolute beginner. I got my motorcycle license about 2.5 months ago, and then I bought this particular bike a few weeks after that. So I've owned this bike for maybe 2 months, probably not even 2 months. As you can see, it's got 598 miles on it, and I bought it when it had 1 mile on it. So I've put every single mile on this bike. I've been zipping it around town pretty good, just trying to learn and trying to grow my confidence with it. You know, being a brand new rider. So I'm gonna come up here. There's a good spot up the road where I'm gonna get off my bike and I'll kind of walk around and show you guys. But yeah, there's 3 reasons why I bought this bike, and I just thought I'd share this with you. And let's listen to a sing. This bike has got plenty of power, man. It's got more than enough power. I absolutely love this bike. I also like this bike because it's got a good weight to it. You know, it's not overly heavy. It's just such a comfortable and fun bike, you know. I mean, you can't go wrong with this bike. You can look up any YouTube video or read any forum online, and everybody loves this bike. You know, it's such a classic bike. It has such a classic look to it, but the engine and the powertrain are flawless. You know, and everybody puts this bike on high standards, especially for a beginner bike. Some people say it's got too much power for a beginner, but I don't believe it. I think it's a perfect beginner bike, honestly. But, you know, there's three main reasons why I bought this bike. And reason number one is because of the budget. You know, the dealership that I bought this bike from was selling it at the MSRP rate, which is $7,499. But you know, I think the guy was so ecstatic that I went up to his dealership. I think sales were down, and he was just a super nice guy. I'm trying to find a spot where I could maybe get off and walk around. But he was a super nice guy, and he knocked off $500 off that price for me, which was awesome. But then he did add a $200 surcharge to it for some reason. But anyway, it was out the door, $7,199. Brand new 2020 SV650. So the pricing was absolutely amazing. You know, I didn't want to spend an arm and a leg on a bike, especially being a beginner and just learning how to ride a motorcycle. Look, there's a little rest stop over there. We'll go stop over there, and I'll walk around this bike. But so it's super budget friendly, and was really the main reason why I bought this bike. You know, you can spend up to a lot of money, you know, on a motorcycle, you know, but you know, I got it with taxes and everything, you know, under $8,000. So I mean, if you're on a budget, you know, you cannot go wrong with this bike. And the amount of power and the amount of reliability that this bike has, you know, it's got some of the best bang for its buck out there, without a doubt. So I was super attracted towards that. You know, I saved up some money for a long time, and I paid cash for it. So there's that. That's reason number one, you know. Reason number two, the second reason why I bought this bike was because of, you know, I wanted a naked bike. Sorry guys, I just bumped I was lifting up my visor, and I think I just bumped my camera, so I had to edit that out. But yeah, let's hop off this bike. I'm just gonna get off right here, and I'll kind of walk around and show you guys. There's all these groundhogs over here. What are you doing, groundhogs? Let's just make sure that everything, yeah, but here she is, you know, absolutely great looking bike. You know, so it's the 2020 SV650. It's got the ABS on it. So, and everything's originally stocked. You know, I haven't done any mods. So I'm just learning and progressing my way into a good rider, and then, you know, I'll end up probably adding some modifications. Definitely get a new muffler, you know, even though it sounds great, you know, but the style, you know, a lot of people don't like it, and I don't know, it looks okay. But the bike itself is awesome, you know. I'm so happy with this purchase. Nothing's gone wrong with it. Everything just is so smooth, and it's so good, and it's just so comfortable and easy to ride and easy to learn on, you know. So yeah, I got the all black. I know a lot of the bikes, a lot of these SV650s got the red trim, and I really wanted that. I think it's just kind of really flashy and looks good, but the dealership didn't have that. They only had the all black, so it is what it is, you know. But yeah, so reason number one, budget. I literally walked out the door with this bike for $7,200. You can't beat it. You cannot beat it. Reason number two, well, honestly, I wanted the naked bike. You know, it's a 650, you know, so it's got plenty of power, you know, but really I was attracted to the naked bikes because, number one, you know, they're easy to work on. You can do all the oil changes yourself. You can do, you know, I want to learn how to do all the mechanics, you know, the basic mechanics on this bike, and there's no better bike to do it on than on a naked bike, you know. Everything's super easy to get to. You know, I just hit my 600 miles, so I'm going to be doing my oil change tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow or the next day. So, and I was thinking of doing a video on that too, so we'll see about that. But you know, it's super easy to work on. I didn't want the fairings on it and pull that off, you know. I just want to learn how to do everything, and mechanically, that is. And you know, that's really what attracted me to the naked bike. Plus, it's I think it weighs like 450-ish pounds, you know, so it's not overly heavy. It's not a big bike. You know, the weight to it is great. It's not too heavy, you know, which is what I was really going for. It's super comfortable, and it just looks great, you know. It's just a good looking bike. So, you know, and then when I do add modifications to it, you know, this bike is really known for being easy to work on. So, you know, that's really what attracted me to this bike, and just to the naked type of bike in general, you know. So there's that, which leads me into number three, my third reason why I bought this bike, and really the most important reason. Budget was really important, and being a naked, I knew I wanted a naked, so you know, that's definitely number two. But the most important reason was I wanted the 650 class, because I'm a brand new rider. I'm an absolute beginner, and I wanted a bike that would last me years and years to come. You know, I wanted a middleweight bike that had a good amount of power, but wasn't overpowered, you know, wasn't overkill, you know, wasn't like 1,000, you know, that could go from 0 to 60 in like one little torque, you know, and just get yourself killed out there, you know. Super powerful bike, you know. Maybe one day I'll work my way up there, but this bike has surprisingly significant power. I mean, you can literally throw up the throttle like super. You can get up to 60 miles an hour like that. So it's got a ton of power, but it's not too much power, you know. So that, and being a beginner, you know, that was super important to me. It's got a good weight, and it, you know, it just feels comfortable, and I like it. You know, like when I sit on it, you know, my feet are fully, you know, I'm 5'11", so, you know, I'm flat-footed on it, you know, and it just feels comfortable, and it's super enjoyable, you know, it's super comfortable, and I just like the way I sit on it. You know, I'm crouched down a little bit, but not overly crouched down, you know. So when I first got on this bike, I was like, man, I almost instantly fell in love with it, you know. So, but then that leads into here, we'll start it up, and see, I just hit 601 miles, so time to do my first oil change. But you know, being a beginner, I didn't want to buy like a 250 or a 300 because, you know, I knew I'd probably get bored with it within a month. I wanted to buy, and all the research I've done, I wanted to buy the 650 class because it's a bike that you will not get bored on. You know, it's got plenty of power. Like, look, I mean, it's got maybe too much power for a beginner, you know, but if you're smart and you're careful enough, it's the perfect beginner bike. And it's a bike that I could work on, and it's a bike that I could ride around for 5+ years and just learn how to motorcycle ride and get comfortable with it. And then, you know, when I know my riding skills are up to par, you know, then I'll probably end up getting another bike, you know, maybe a, who knows what kind of bike I want to get in the future. But I wanted this bike because I knew I could learn with it. I knew it had enough power to put me on edge, but yet enough power to where I could grow with it and get more confident with it as the days, as I, you know, put on the miles. And it just seemed like the perfect bike to learn on and to grow with. So that's really the main reason why I wanted it. When I was looking at bikes, you know, I knew I was going to get this one or the Yamaha MT-07, and I almost got the Yamaha MT-07, but I ended up getting this bike really mainly because of the cosmetics and, you know, a few other things. And I'll probably make a video of why I bought this one over the Yamaha. But yeah, that's I'm gonna go. But yeah, let's listen to it. I mean, this thing's awesome, man. The powertrain is absolutely unbelievable on this bike. I fell in love with this bike immediately, and I'm just so happy that I bought it. And it's a great bike. So yeah, I mean, those are really the three reasons: budget, being a naked bike, and you know, being a bike, a middleweight bike with enough power for me to grow on and to learn how to ride a motorcycle with. And that's basically it. Those are the three reasons why I bought this bike, as I just hit the horn. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. You know, I'm new to the YouTube video making, and I'm you know, I got a lot of work to do on with that, but, you know, and with the moto vlogging. But I'm going to be making tons of videos, guys, so definitely stay tuned. Give a like, give a subscription, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, man, let me know. You know, I got some great video ideas and motovlogging ideas for the future. So stay tuned, and I hope everybody's safe and healthy out there in the world, in this whole crazy 2020 world that we're living in right now. But yeah, stay safe, people, and stay tuned. There will be more videos. Thank you.